Welcome everyone to our conversation on recharging our internal batteries, those little things that help us feel more alive and balanced.
I'm excited to dive in. What's the first tip that caught your eye?
You know, one of the simplest yet most powerful ideas is the humble walk, a mindful stroll, regardless of the weather. It's like, slipping on your shoes and just, taking in the fresh air.
Yeah,
It's a mini
absolutely.
reset.
I totally agree. A walk can be so grounding. And it's interesting how it's presented not as exercise in a race against time, but rather a chance to immerse yourself in the environment.
Right. It's not about power walking to cancel your calorie count, it's about slowing down to the rhythm of your surroundings. And then, there's that whole idea of unplugging from technology. Constant connection makes us feel more drained than energized.
Indeed. Exactly. Our devices just keep us in overdrive. Shifting gears to real life experiences helps, like reading a physical book instead of scrolling endlessly.
Oh, absolutely. There's something so soothing about opening up a book, turning pages, and letting your mind wander into a different world. It's like giving your brain a little vacation.
That's so true. And speaking of vacations, there was this story about a personal retreat. The idea of completely unplugging from work for days, doing yoga, long baths, even reading by the pool. It's a profound reminder that rest, can actually be the most productive thing we do.
Yes, exactly. It's like, reinventing productivity. Realizing that stepping back sometimes charges you so much more than
Right?
grinding non-stop. It's a fresh perspective on productivity, don't you think?
For sure. But I wonder, isn't it a bit of a challenge for those of us with less flexibility or resources? A 4-day retreat sounds ideal, but not always practical.
You raise a good point. But it's not about a fancy, expensive escape. It could be as simple as turning off your notifications and spending quality time on activities that center you, like a short at-home spa day.
Yes. That makes it feel more accessible. I really love the idea of pampering yourself with a DIY manicure or pedicure. Who knew that a bit of self-care like soaking your hands in warm water and using some coconut oil could feel like a mini getaway?
Exactly, it's like, transforming a small daily ritual into an oasis of calm. And if you can set the mood with scented candles, soft music, and maybe even a face mask, you're in full spa mode at home.
I love that. Turning everyday moments into celebrations of yourself. And it's not only about physical pampering, emotional self-care matters too. Journaling, for instance, offers you a chance to clear mental clutter.
Right on, jotting down your thoughts can, liberate you from that overload. It allows you to process your feelings and gain clarity about what's draining you and what could uplift you.
Definitely. And then there's creative coloring. Adult coloring books, which are all the rage. It's like art therapy, but without needing to be a professional artist.
Yes, and it's wonderfully simple. Whether you're using crayons, pencils, or even borrowed pages from, say, your child's coloring book, it turns out that creativity is a terrific tool for mindfulness.
I totally see that. And while we're talking creativity, let's not overlook the benefits of baking bread. The process of kneading dough and watching it rise is almost meditative, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. There's something so, primal about baking. It's like nurturing life itself. You create something and then share it with family or friends. It's self-care that gives back.
Yeah, indeed. Speaking of giving, that last tip really touched me. Simply doing a kind act for someone else. Sometimes the best way to recharge is to help recharge somebody else's day.
True, it's a beautiful cycle. A little act of kindness often boosts your mood as much as it does for the receiver, whether it's paying for the next coffee, baking muffins, or even just a heartfelt conversation.
And that ties into another aspect, connecting with friends. Instead of scrolling through endless feeds, a genuine chat can be so restorative.
Right, it's about quality interactions. A call with a close friend, free of complaints and just filled with inspirational stories, can energize you surprisingly well.
Very true. I agree. And it also gives you a fresh outlook on your own challenges. But what about incorporating a bit of exercise into the mix? Balancing movement with stillness seems key to recharging.
Absolutely, a bit of exercise, whether it's dancing in your living room, a relaxed jog, or even a dedicated YouTube workout, can help generate those feel-good endorphins. It's not about intense training, but rather, celebrating what your body can do.
Right, it's like giving yourself a gift, stimulating both your body and mind. And sometimes, when things get too heavy, a 20-minute nap is just the perfect pick-me-up.
Yes, exactly. A short, intentional nap can be a little oasis of calm in a busy day. It's about celebrating rest, not feeling guilty for taking that moment.
Yeah, true. That's a great point. But I've heard some say that too much napping might interfere with nighttime sleep. What do you think about that balance?
Well, it's all about timing and intention. A controlled 20-minute nap is usually just a boost rather than a disruptor. Though if you overdo it, sure, it might throw off your rhythm.
Fair point. I see, so being mindful of the length is essential. Now, shifting gears a bit, the article also suggested working in your garden, getting your hands dirty as a kind of grounding ritual.
Yeah, it's like nature's very own therapy session. Gardening lets you reconnect with the earth. It's not just weeding, it's experiencing the subtle pleasures like the smell of soil, the warmth of the sun, the sound of the wind.
Right. There's a real magic in that. The whole process feeling like a dance between you and nature.
And then there's the thing about using essential oils. It's fascinating how such simple scents, lavender to relax, peppermint to energize, can shift your entire mood.
Yeah, I love that. Definitely. It reminds me of when I used essential oils during a stressful day and, it just mellowed everything out. Whether it's a coconut oil massage or a few drops in a diffuser, it's like nature's power-up.
Exactly. It's a versatile and accessible self-care tool. And lastly, I'd say the overarching theme here is intentionality. Choosing these simple acts actively instead of letting life just overwhelm you with busyness and clutter.
Right. Intentional self-care. Making small mindful choices to disconnect from chaos and reconnect with yourself.
Yeah, and it's not always grand or expensive. Whether it's reading a book, writing down your thoughts, or even just taking a long, revitalizing bath with scented shower gel and a bath bomb, it's all about making space for rest.
I find that really inspiring, especially when life feels like an endless parade of tasks and obligations. It's a timely reminder that nurturing yourself makes everything else more manageable.
Spot on. These 14 ways, from a simple walk to giving back, provide us with a toolbox for recharging our internal batteries, no matter how hectic our day
Indeed.
gets.
And it's empowering to know that each of us can customize our self-care routines to exactly what we need to feel rejuvenated.
Exactly. It's about finding what works best for you, whether it's embracing silence during a retreat or enjoying the simple pleasure of a warm bath.
Yep, absolutely. This conversation itself has been like a mini retreat, reminding me to be mindful and intentional about the little things that recharge me.
And that's the beauty of it all. Small acts, when done with purpose, not only restore our energy, but also remind us of the joy in everyday moments.
Agreed. Thanks for such an enlightening discussion. I'm definitely planning to incorporate a few of these tips into my routine now.
Thank you. And remember everyone, take that moment for yourself, recharge, and keep shining.